decision. Every time that I reached out to them or I checked the platform to check the status of my application, I would see awaiting decision. It got to a point I was like, hey people, how you guys doing? Welcome back to another video, life update actually with me. And I am actually shooting today's one in the kitchen, obviously, as you can see. Don't be surprised, I'm not cooking, don't worry, not today. Reason being that there's actually an artisan in my room trying to do some fixing, and I could have easily actually used a sitting room, but the noise is, I can still hear it from there, so I don't want it to be filled with noise. I want this video to be as smooth, sweet, enjoyable. The way I'm smiling, I want you to be smiling like this when you're watching the video. So I thought, okay, you know what, let's just do it in the kitchen. There's not biggie, right? It's just me basic microwave. You guys know what microwave is, and kitchen stuff. So yes, again, welcome back to another life update with me. Two major life updates actually. And how have you guys been? How you doing? How is work? How is school? How is everything in between? This is going to be like a mix of a vlog and me standing and talking to you, because it's going to be bits and pieces of the two major updates that I want to share here. One, which is my relocation update. Yes, I recently moved cities, not countries. Before you start saying, where did you travel to? I thought you were in the UK. I am still in the UK. I moved from Luton to where? Manchester City. And it's been amazing. It's been awesome. I know people will ask questions like, why did you move? Did you get a job there? Where in Manchester? What's the life like there in Manchester compared to Luton? I'm going to be answering all of those questions in the course of this video, but I just wanted to put it out there first of all, that so that in case you hear me say things like, oh, my new apartment, my new space, my new area, my new place, so you don't get confused like, what new place? Even you did not give us the gist, you didn't give us the tea. So yes, today will make it exactly 1 month, 19 days since I moved from Luton to Manchester. On the 1st of August last month, I literally packed my bags, packed my luggage. And I mean, why did I move? I felt like it was time to actually change, location, like change cities. I mean, I prayerfully considered it. I made some calls. I was open to instructions too. Like I said, it was, to be honest, my relocating or moving cities was actually a very big move of faith, because I did it without any job on ground waiting for me in Manchester, without any promises of, oh, come, when you come, there's something for you. It was just a big move of faith. And boy, God has shown himself faithful. Whatever he tells you to do, by all means, please do it. Now, I had other options. I had options like Sheffield, a couple of other places. But like I said, because I prayerfully considered it, this was where was like mostly impressed in my heart. There were signs, there were, so I decided to go for it. And here I am in Manchester. I'm going to be unfolding other testimonies as time goes on, the job, the area. But today I just wanted to share with you guys the updates, what the area is like, comparison if there's need for it, because there are two different cities, by the way, and accessibility, affordability, just basic questions that anyone can actually learn from watching this video, in terms of maybe when they're looking at, should I move to Luton, should I move to Manchester, or I'm looking at moving to Manchester, what do you think, which area, and stuff like that. Now, because I've only lived there for just a month and half, I may not be able to give you like in-depth answers to your question. If you're watching this and hoping to get like more answers to, just in case you're considering moving to Manchester, I'm just going to give you the ones that I've experienced. I'm just going to give answers based on my experience here, and which is like a month plus so far. So yes, let's get into the main gist. Bye guys. Bye. All right. Safe travels. Yes, so all of you, evidence to prove that both of you left me in Luton. No. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm going to the US from here. I think the entire journey took me about 4 to 5 hours. It was a bit tiring at some point, but because I was very comfortable, just me and the driver, my luggage, so I had time to sleep, to chat with him, and just to, look around and take cool videos until I finally got to my apartment. Hi, yes, I'm in. Trying to pack up things, familiarize myself, and to rest. I'm in.
Talk with you later. Bye.
I was busy sending different videos to my friend, letting him know that I had, gotten to my apartment because it was such a big move of faith. Those who knew how everything started. And I'm just really grateful to God. It was just like a dream come true, just a thought. And then I pushed and God made it come to pass. So in terms of comparison, well, I would say that Manchester feels like a proper city, like big, lively, and very diverse. I mean, it's often called the London of the North, and now I can clearly see why, because there's always something happening here. It could be food spots, shopping, just the energy of the streets generally compared to Luton. Because Luton, on the other hand, is smaller, quieter, it's more like a town where, life is at a slower pace. And yet, in terms of affordability, I would say that Luton was slightly cheaper when it comes to housing and general living. Manchester, being a city, can be a bit pricier in rent, especially also if you want to live in, the central part. But on the flip side, you get so much access to opportunities, entertainment, and lifestyle options here compared to Luton. So, which also makes me feel like, I think, based on my experience, in terms of job, you would get more opportunities here. Obviously, it's a bigger city, so bigger, more businesses, more recruitment firms, and also what else? For transportation, Manchester has been like a big upgrade to me because the buses are more frequent, trams are everywhere, and you can also connect almost anywhere within the city without too much stress. While in Luton, buses were okay to board because we had just two mode of transportation compared to Manchester. Manchester, we have buses, we've got trams, we've got trains. In Luton, we had just buses and train. And another good part is, in Luton, buses were okay too, let's be fair. Eh? But another good part in Manchester, they were fair, but not so fair. Another good part in Manchester is Manchester actually connects you to other cities like Liverpool, Leeds, London, Sheffield, and much more. So it's like a huge plus for me. Vacation, friends visit, and everything. So if I'm going to compare both of them, obviously Manchester will be top in because it's a bigger city. I don't even want to compare. So my time here has been awesome. I've had a good time. Manchester has been good to me, and it's been easy for me to settle in because I had almost everything, basic things like that an adult should have. I didn't need to buy so much. The shopping you see me do here is just basic groceries, because I had my cooking or kitchen wares, utensils, everything needful for an adult to settle in. So, yes, so far so good. Manchester has been good to me. Manchester has been okay. I've had fun, easy to access things. Also, I've been able to, find my way around African store. There's one not so far from me here. It's not so big compared to when I was living in Luton. I was living in town center, so I had access to bigger stores, and there were many. But this one, I think just one around me. But I don't mind because I don't get to buy so much. I've also found my way around other stuff like Aldi, Lidl, Tesco, Iceland, just, so many grocery stores around me. But if I want to go to like the proper bigger African market, I have one not so far from me because my place is not so far from the city center. So, altogether, it's been good. Manchester is vibrant, well connected, and full of opportunities. It's been an exciting change, and I am looking forward to, exploring more of what the city has to offer. And the more I explore it, the more I get to share with you guys what the city looks like. But so far, so good. It's been awesome. This second update is major update. Like drum rolls. God has done it. God has done it, and it is marvelous in our sight. So we are sharing the testimony. My people on Instagram, Substack, they are already aware of this particular update, but I thought to, share it in case you're not following me on Instagram or Substack or just any other platform. The second major update is that finally, I think the last live update I did here, I was talking about the stress from my MBA program, how it was dragging me here and there, navigating as an international student and everything. And to think that the next update will be me sharing that finally, I was done in January, with the results and with assignments and everything, but my graduation was last week, Thursday, 11th of September. Hey, God finally did it. So, he has done it before. Graduation was also like, to formalize everything and make it official that the young woman you're seeing here is an MBA graduate. Now, aside the good grades, because God did a thing there, distinction, hello. Apart from that, I'm so grateful to God because to think that 2 years ago, this was just like a dream in my heart. It was just like, because I really wanted to go for MBA. It's been a long time coming, other countries, blah, blah. I'm going to spare you guys all that story today. But to be honest, I am just so grateful to God. When I look back at the entire journey, from visa process, what visa process is my eyes to see. It wasn't bad, but I made it bad because of anxiety and tension. Anxiety because I had applied to US earlier and I got denied at the time. My visa was denied. And so coming to apply to the UK now, because I wanted to go to the US at first. Now switching to the UK, there was still, bits and pieces of that fear of, please, I don't want issues though. Because other people, visa approval took like 10 days, some 1 week. Mine took exactly 3 weeks. So you can imagine the hot seat. Week 1, I remember I was still okay. I was still fine. I was like, it's fine, it's nothing. Week 2, I was like, Week 3, people that we did together were already sharing their testimonies like, oh, my visa has been approved. UK, here I come. So I'm like, hey, God, I beg. It was a tug of war. It was a lot of faith. I remember one time I told God, I said, if you're not going to allow me move, if it's not in your plan to, for me to study abroad, will just be distracting me from the beginning. It's not when I've moved all this way, paid all this money, gone through all this process to this point, and then I'm having this. It was, hey God, it was a very dramatic time for me because I remember one of my last conversations with God. Then I was like, see, God, when there's have you ever had to try it in your life to threaten God? It's not like I was threatening him. I can't even threaten my God, my Father. But I had gotten to that point where I was like, because I kept sending emails to UK. They were like, for those who have tried to, apply to UK before, who are in the UK, you will understand this process of awaiting decision. Every time that I reached out to them or I checked the platform to check the status of my application, I would see awaiting decision. It got to a point I was like, I sent a mail to the UK via. If you see the mail, it was like a love letter, very long. And they now responded with a very short response. Please note that your clinical is awaiting. I say, this decision, how long is it going to take you guys to make a decision? Like why I was on a hot seat. Everyone who has passed through this process, I'm sure they can relate. I was on hot seat. So to think that when I look back now, hey God, that whole process, me even landing in the UK, was soft landing by the way, because God was so good. God has been so good and so faithful to me. When I look back at the word that he gave me when I was coming to this country, he said as you move from, he said he has reproved kings for my sake. And as I move from city to city, from nations to nations, he has permitted no man to do me wrong. And I dare to say that the entire 1 year of my MBA studies, oh my God, I can see the handwriting of love, the handwritings of the faithfulness of God, the goodness of God everywhere. From the school fee, my entire school fee paid in Naira. Because that was when the rate was going like this. It was just playing and dancing up and down. But God came through. I don't have the words. I don't have, to be honest, when I think about it sometimes on my own, like on my bed, I used to be like, God, you are so good. You are so faithful. So from that little girl having it as a dream to it being in my hands, like, you mean just like that? Just like that, I am a graduate, an MBA graduate. So yes, these are the 2 major life updates that I wanted to, share with you guys today. Yeah, that brings us to the end of the vlog. Just help me thank God. Help us thank God. And my friends, we are so happy. This was the morning of the graduation. We're just getting ready, dancing, hyping ourselves up. MBA management, specialization was management and consultancy. I absolutely love it for me and my friends as well. Enjoy more of the graduation shenanigans.
Hi guys, like in the morning, I said I was going for my makeup for like an hour or two. Wait for our grad ceremony. We're back. This was like I think 11:30. We had a lovely grad ceremony.
Someone said she's not happy to be here.
We had a lovely grad ceremony. Okay. We took a lot of pictures. We saw a lot of friends we've not seen in like the past 4 months. Sorry, don't mind our friend. She's exhausted. She's tired.
Was looking like
just a
very
quick
comfortable.
update. After taking the pictures, we did all the necessary things we were supposed to do.
Yeah.
We went to a Chinese cuisine where we had a dinner date with our friends because like we just had to do like a get together because we don't know when we'll be seeing them again.
Seriously.
We left there. We had nice meals to eat. We went out to a lounge. Yeah, we went out to a lounge. We just got tired. But the whole thing is, I just wanted to put it out there, like, we still look. Oh my God, this guy. We still look. Can I finish my speech, please?
You guys want a picture taken?
Yeah.